Just wanted to come and share a little bit because I'm not going to release the new date yet for the Becoming Future You Now 72-hour challenge because I need to get some other things situated. But I hope you guys are doing well. I almost felt like I was not going to be able to do this because I've had so many challenges. I want to say this last 30 days, I've been coming live more on YouTube because I've been guided to start chronicling this part of my story. And then I'll go back and share more later. But I can honestly tell you, being in a place where I feel safer and provided for, and knowing what my next best move is, because I had to adjust some things due to some crazy happenings, is making me feel so relieved. I'm feeling so relieved. Um, when it seems like it's been taking so long for things to go your way, like I can honestly say for a long time I got used to or comfortable not getting my way or things just happening and me having to roll with the punches. But to actually pray something, write things down, make plans, even if I have to adjust them a little bit, being able to say I'm where I want to be at the moment while I'm in the process of becoming the future me is refreshing. It's breathtaking. I thought it was going to take a longer time to get to this place where I'm not just saying life is happening for me. I'm actually seeing life happen for me instead of me having to just roll with the punches and deal with whatever and whoever. I'm seeing way more of what I say. I can't share everything today, but I got a mind blowing call that just, when I say that, I felt as if I won the lottery, but I didn't win the lottery. But this call that I got concerning an event that may happen before the end of this year, but if not, at the beginning of next year, is like a dream come true. I never thought I would be the organizer of something that was just put in my lap. And I also thought the person that would be calling me to have the conversation would be the assistant of the person that the notice was sent out to, but it was the actual person. This is a international leader, and I was just shocked when I say I couldn't believe that it was the actual person calling me back. It just blew my mind. It blew my mind. Um, who is this number two? I have to stop paying attention to some of these people because I don't know why it's so many trolls on YouTube, but apparently there's just a lot of trolls on YouTube. Um, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. Let me put them on in case it's a worthwhile person or people asking some questions or talking. If it's silly stuff, you're gonna just get ignored. Uh, I don't know what is being asked, and I don't really understand what you're saying. But I am sharing how life is getting easier for me. And it has not always been this way. And so I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I've been doing to help my life get more in alignment with what I've been desiring, what I've been writing down, what I've been saying. So I'm not just making positive affirmations, I'm actually living in them. And I'm coming closer to completing some major things that I thought was going to be hard and I thought it was going to take long, but it's not. Right? So what I was saying before I actually started seeing people pop up was I had to reschedule my second round of Becoming the Future You Now, which is pretty much collapsing time and getting goals accomplished. And it's a 72-hour challenge that I did in September. I wasn't able to do it last month because there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened after that. And I think on day two of that, I was talking about how our paradigm will try to keep us safe. And so there are things that will happen that would seem to block or interrupt what it is that we're working on. And it's not just me, but anybody. When you're working towards changing your life, there's a lot of things that happen. And most of the time, when people make plans, they don't plan for monkey wrenches. And when you're not planning for monkey wrenches, then some people just give up, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen this image where it's like two different people and they're in a diamond mine. So one guy is real buff and he's turning around with the pick on his back, but then there's a little guy and he's at the bottom and he's hammering away, right? He's like windmilling the thing. So the big buff dude, he was real close. If he would have hit the rock maybe 2 or 3 times, the diamonds would have flowed out to him, right? But he turned around because he was working so hard and for so long and he felt like he wasn't going to make it. But the little dude at the bottom, he's, at it. He's going. So he's on such a momentum that he's going to break through and end up with the diamonds. Well, when we're working on something and it gets too frustrating, most people stop before they get to the goal because it seems like it's getting too hard. Well, that's our old paradigm trying to keep us safe. It's our subconscious mind trying to keep us safe. And if we don't know that, we'll stop before we break through. And the 72-hour Becoming Future You challenge is pretty much a set of days where we go through awareness, alignment, and action so we don't stop. So after I did that first wave or that first round, I had a lot of stuff that came up in the past 30 days that kind of held up some things, and it seemed like it caused some challenges that I couldn't just rush through. I had to take a little bit of time to manage them. But the phone call I got this week was a major call. And it's something that I didn't think I would be working on right now. And it's an answer to a prayer, and it's actually something that's going to help about 4 things that I'm doing at one time, right? And so I believe I'll have the date for when the second round is going to start. It is going to be probably, I want to say after Thanksgiving. Might be before Thanksgiving, I'm not sure. But within the next week or 2, I'll have it. So I'll probably have a week or 2 before we actually have the 72-hour Becoming Future You challenge. But it's getting easier. That's the point that I'm coming to share with you guys that might be having a hard time right now, especially if you're working towards things. Some people are not working towards things. They're just living their lives and they don't have any goals. I'm really working to talk to and touch the people that have goals, and it might seem hard right now. Okay, I'm trying to squint and see. I see some new people. Hello, how you guys doing? Oh, thank you so much. Well, I braided my hair, and these normally are down, but I pinned them up on my hair, so it's kind of like hard to see them. But I got tired of doing my afro. I'll spin around real quick, just in case somebody want to see. But I do hair. I learned how to start doing hair at 11 years old. That's one of the things that I started doing as a young person to make money, cleaning houses and doing hair. But I don't let other people in my head right now, because I understand how important and how serious that is. Most people are only thinking about how good they look, but they're not thinking about the transfer of energy that happens. And so a lot of people that do hair, if they're not healthy and they got a lot of stuff going on, that stuff is being transferred into people's heads. And then they don't understand why they might have so much confusion going on, or why stuff is happening the way it is. So it's really important to have a healthy hairdresser, like spiritually speaking, like the way they talk, how they believe. All of that has something to do with it's going to impact your vibration. It's going to impact your frequency. And so in the 72-hour Becoming Future You challenge, the days are awareness, alignment, and action. So in the days talking about awareness, it's talking about our frequency, what makes up a frequency. So we have 3 areas of vibration: our mental, emotional, and then our spirit. So it's in your belly is where your spirit is housed. Your emotion is your emotional state, and then your mental is in your head. These 3 areas are vibrations, and them all together added up make your frequency. So having our frequency high and then holding it is what we covered in the first day. The second day is talking about alignment. So it's not just about keeping your frequency high and then guarding your energy. It's also about making sure the things where you live are in a certain order. The relationships that you have, that you're entertaining, are in alignment with where it is you're planning to go. And then the work or the school that you're in at the time is also aligned to a healthy place. So that's what we were talking about on day 2. And then day 3, we were talking about the actions that we take, because that's what's going to make it easier instead of toilsome. So our second round, we're going to go deeper, but we're going to stay in that vein, because it's real critical for us to understand that what's going on inside is going to impact what's going to happen outside, and it's going to determine whether or not we hit our target. And so some people think things take long, but they really don't. The only reason why things take long is because most times people are not aware of their frequency or how they might be sabotaging it. They're also not in alignment. They're connected to the wrong people. They're in the wrong environments, and they're saying and doing the wrong things. And then as far as actions, when you raise your frequency up to love or above, and that's at 500 hertz on up, and you hold that for at least 3 hours out the day, you're going to be more prone to attract the right people. You're going to have the desire to do something or not do it. That's the power of knowing these things. And that's why the 72 hours is so important. Because if you can know these things and then you only take aligned actions, you're going to see stuff happen faster. Like what I'm talking about today. I can't get into details because we haven't finalized things. And it's just important to not do that until you have certain things finalized, to not go into super details. But all I can tell you guys is this. I know if I didn't have that first 72-hour Becoming Future You challenge, I don't believe I would have got that phone call this past week. And when I tell you that phone call is going to further change my life and my children and grandchildren's life without toil. What do I mean when I'm saying toil? Hard. Things do not have to be hard. The only reason why things are hard is because of ignorance, unaligned actions. That's why it's hard. And then if you believe it has to be hard, if you believe it has to take long, that's in your belly area. Our beliefs, what we believe, it's not up here. This is our thinking center. Our beliefs are all housed in our belly area. I don't care what you believe as far as your religion, your way of life, none of that matters. The spirit, the root is in the gut. Our emotions is a main center where our mind and our beliefs connect more here in the heart. And that's where what we see in our life it's amplified in the heart, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Heart Math Institute. Heart Math Institute. They are a research center that has technology where neuroscientists and all these other scientists, they do studies, right? So the heart has the greatest electromagnetic field and vibration. So what you think, how you feel, and what you believe all culminate in the heart area. That's going to dictate what you see in your life. It's the center of your magnet. What's drawn to you or what's pushed away. Who's drawn to you or who is pushed away. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care who you know. Your frequency is everything. Your vibration in all these areas is everything. And we can control that. It's not controlled by outside. The only way and reason it gets controlled by the outside is because you don't know that. And you probably grew up allowing stuff, circumstances, and situations to control you. But that's not how we were made. Humans were not created to be outside led. What do you think would be the best advice for me moving forward, trying to get my first job and gaining motivation to do it? First, write it down. That's a part of awareness, and that's what we were talking about in day one. Is write down the job you want first. You can, because you can know it in your head, but have you written it down? Because after you write it down, then you're going to have to look at what you're thinking about it, how you feel about it, and then what you believe. Do you deserve it or not? And your deservability does not have anything to do with your education. There's so many people that have won jobs that they didn't lie on their resume about, but it was their vibe. The people that hired them would just say, I like you. You seem like you're trainable, right? Your attitude. Attitude is another term for frequency. Because people meet your attitude before they meet you. And we can train our attitude. We can train our vibration. It does not matter what's going on. I have come up through some hard stuff. I don't have enough time to go through all of that tonight. But first, write down the job that you want. And then write down your thoughts about that. If you have negative thoughts about that job, you got to get rid of those. So that's called brain dumping. to get rid of negative thoughts. You do a brain dump. And then you think about the good thoughts. And then you write those down. You keep those. You burn the brain dump. You burn those thoughts. Burn the toxic stuff. Don't keep that next to your positive thoughts. And then how do you feel about the job? If you have conflicting feelings, do the same thing that you're going to do with the brain dump. Write out those negative feelings. Burn that. Write out the good feelings. Keep that. Because that's what you're going to want to look at. That's a part of your alignment exercise. So I'm new still to how to do stuff here on YouTube. And the person that I had hired, I had to put them on hold for a minute. But hopefully I'll be able to put the link so people that want to join on this next round. It's $72 for general admission. And I think it's going to be $272 for VIP because we're going to be doing some deeper work, right? And then I'm going to be sharing exactly what all I'll be doing with the VIP people besides taking more time, investing more time to make sure that what they have written down, they'll be better prepared to execute and then to be aligned, to take aligned actions with seeing it happen, making it come to life, right? When did you transition into a woman? Oh, transition. No, I'm a woman. I was born a woman. I just have strong features. I'm a female. I'm not a trans. I mean, no offense. I pray for people that are in that dilemma. But I have some of my dad's features. But I'm a lady. For whoever you are. Yes, I'm female, not male. I'm not non-binary, none of that. I was born a she. And I look like a she. I don't look like a he. But things are, thank you so much, Sammy. Thank you. Tima, you got a big head. Yes, I have a big, beautiful head. And if you knew like I knew, you would wish you had a woman with a big, beautiful head that's very intelligent and loyal. Too bad you won't know. By the looks of your picture, you have a... I'm supposed to be nice because I actually just went in on some other people that were trying to be a little rude. But I'm not even going to say that you're being rude. I have a very big forehead, a very big nose, very big lips, and I'm real pretty. Yeah. So just in case you didn't know, I'm very pretty. And I don't say that in a conceited way. I say that in a God-confident way. And thank you, Volcano. I appreciate you. Thank you. See, Sammy and Volcano have some good sense. Who is that? What's your name? Talking about I have a big head. You so silly. You got... I'm not going to say that. See, I'm being tested right now with my mouth. I'm not going to roast you. I'm going to just let you have your time. Right? Because I know how I am and I know what I got and I know what I'm made of. Right? I'm a beautiful, wise, smart soul that can't be stepped on by anybody. You're on my life, right? I'm not on yours. That's the most I'm going to say to you. Because I believe I'm being tested. And I'm not going to go in the way I went in politely on Big O Live. But that person got so embarrassed they stopped talking and they probably faded out. If this wasn't tonight, you don't want to play the dozens with me. I'm telling you. I will make you cry. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just bless you tonight because I'm going to pass my test with you people that... I'm not even going to call you a troll because I think I said that earlier. I don't know why people come on here trolling, but all that does is shows me that I'm where I'm supposed to be, because the devil always have to stick his head and his neck out when we come out. Because I guess what, do you think I'm gonna go away? No, I'm here to help people that are working to improve their lives, to make their lives dreamlike, to wake up from a nightmare. Are you living a nightmare, Mr. Man that called me a big head? And who is that with them angry faces? Oliver, baby, what's wrong with you? Oh, let me not talk hood. What is wrong with you, Mr. Oliver, with the angry face? Do you need prayer? Should we pray for you tonight? Do you have a prayer request? Taquisha, how are you going to live without food stamps? Oh my God. You know what I heard? I heard that, and who is this with this? This is low key killing. Oh, thank you. Hey, I don't know if that's, I hope your life is easier, little bro. Who is boy? Baby Grog One. Oh, you have a spooky looking face thing on there. Who is that? Baby Grog. Okay, I can't put more time and energy into you people that are not happy with yourselves. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's not rude. That's not me getting on y'all. Because I'm here to be a blessing, and I'm going to be a blessing regardless to who pops up and says what. Because I know who I am. I know how my life is. I know that it was like a nightmare before. And I'm living right now in the dream that I had just a few months ago, because I was in a very challenging space and place. So I'm here on YouTube to help people that feel as if their life is like a nightmare come out of that. Is that why you're here? Because if it's not why you're here, you might want to leave. And I'm going to say that because I'm going to tell you this. People that say and do things that's not really smart or wise, to people that are walking closely with the Lord, listen closely, lean in. You're going to call his hand to touch your circumstances in a way that's not going to feel good. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So while you can be rude behind the camera and behind these little images you guys have, right? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice, Lord. While I don't know who you are, he does, right? And because the angels are invisible, and so is his hand, right? And when his word says, touch not my anointed, neither do my prophet any harm. Do you know what that means? Because I know there's some wise people on this line, because I can see some of their comments. You don't have to warn them and tell them to be nice. They can be as nasty as they want, right? Because I'm telling you right now, when we come off of this live and you go out into the world tomorrow, right? And Sunday, right? There are forces that you're not going to be able to stop or control that will chastise you for coming on my live being disrespectful. And you don't even have to believe it. You don't. That's not going to stop him from reaching out and touching your circumstances. And I have seen this happen for years. Okay? So if you think you can box with God, keep talking, right? Keep trying to be cute. And apparently you want my attention because you're here. And because you're saying things to attempt to pull me or to offend me or to disturb me. But do you see this smile on my face? Do you know why I'm smiling? Because my life is not like a nightmare anymore. Because I am having my way, but I've also lived a long enough time not having my way. So if you don't want to learn how to improve your life to make your life more like a dream, and then you can go from like a dream to better than a dream. This bobby pin is pulling my hair. The only thing I could really suggest for you to do is to politely be quiet or excuse yourself off the live if you know what's good for you. Because I'm gonna pass this test, but I can honestly tell you that I super roasted the person. When I say I super roasted the person, and that just was my flesh, because I'm not perfect, right? I know the Lord. I'm working to obey him, to improve my life, and to serve, right? So that means serve other people that are in trouble. I'm here almost like with a lifeboat with something to throw out, you know, that little circle thing when people are drowning. That's who I am. What are you? And who are you? You've been warned. So you could go ahead if you want to. You already messed around, so now you're going to have to find out. And the most thing that I'm going to do is pray that he has mercy on you in the process of bringing correction. So in the future, you will learn how to watch your fingers when you're typing, especially if you ever plan to jump back on one of my lives or any other brother or sister in the Lord that's working to serve. All you're doing is hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. Did you know that? And I understand you want or need attention for one reason or the other, but this is all of the attention that I can give you because I think you at least deserve to know why what's about to show up for you is going to show up for you. So those of you guys that are going to be interested in joining me in the second round of the 72-hour Becoming the Future You Now challenge, I'm going to say just stay on the lookout because I'm going to probably do a couple of more master classes, and then I'll put the link for you to sign up excuse me, in the description so you guys can join me and be a part of what we're doing because we have 2 more months left in this year and it's not too late for things to change for you. And excuse me, if you are dealing with anxiety or heartbreak or fear, I think I saw someone asked about the SNAP benefits. Do you know that there was a stay of execution? So for people that are dealing with the SNAP issue, a part of me, before I say this, a part of me tapping into the dream life is that I haven't been able to qualify for food stamps. Not that I wouldn't want to. I just have been blessed with the opportunity to generate income legally, legitimately, and morally to be able to buy what we need. So this is what I'm coming to share with you guys, because it doesn't have to stay hard, even if it is hard right now. And if you go back and look through some of my videos, I think I have some short videos where I'm sharing some of this stuff with you guys. But the SNAP benefits have been extended. So they have a stay of execution for SNAP benefits right now. There's a stay of execution. So what that means is everybody that was on SNAP, you have a 30-day extension. So they're not cutting off the SNAP benefits right now. And people that are living in Alameda County, so that's Oakland, Hayward, San Leandro, Castro Valley, Fremont, I think Newark. I think Alameda County stops at Newark, I believe. I believe Livermore. So all of these areas, the county set aside $10 million to feed people before they announced the stay of execution on the SNAP benefits for all of California. So Alameda County still set money aside so that they can make sure that the county doesn't starve. People out in the county doesn't starve. So that's for the food banks and everything. But for you that's looking for the job, I think I have a few videos on here that's going to give you some more steps that you can take so you can prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and in your belief center so that you could get aligned with the job before you go apply for it, right? Because your attitude and your energy is going to either make you a magnet or a repellent. So if you want the job, but you're scared you're not going to get it, you're going to push it away. And I have some videos here that will show you how to clear that energy up so you can raise your frequency. So when you're going after something, you can be aligned for it to come to you instead of you having to toil. Toil means work real hard and you still might not get it. Like there's a lot of people working real hard to build a life and they still feel like they're in a nightmare because they can't even enjoy where they live because they're working 2 and 3 jobs and a side hustle just to survive. So what I'm working to do on this channel is take people from drowning, struggling, or striving, because those things cause exhaustion, mental and physical and emotional exhaustion, to thriving, where you get in this state of divine flow, where you're not working hard, you're just being diligent, aligned, and aware, and then you're enjoying the journey instead of hating the journey. There are some people that hate to wake up in the morning because of how their life is. Now, I didn't ever hate to wake up in the morning, but when my life was like a nightmare, I had dread every morning because it was too hard. If that makes sense. So if you are interested in improving how life is for you, just stay tuned. Go through the videos that I have here because I've been sharing for a little while. And I've been working to come more so I could share more with, and I'm not talking about you always have to invest money to get more help from me. I have stuff here that if you just take notes and watch it a few times and you execute it, you're going to have results. But when you invest in whatever I'm giving an opportunity for people to invest in, you'll get better results sooner. Because I'm going to always over deliver. That's just, it's a part of who I am. I like to help a lot. But I've had to start charging for some things so that people can take the information and the time and the energy that I'm putting in them more seriously. So when people pay, they pay more attention, right? So I've been on here a little bit too long. I just wanted to come and share that there's some amazing things happening for me. I had to change my music single release date, and I also had to change the song. So instead of recording one of the songs that I wrote, I'm going to record a cover song. I'm not sure exactly which one, but I believe it'll be a Patrice Rushen song, because that's I was born in the 70s. Like, I turned 50 April 2nd. So I do love some artists that came out in the 80s and the 90s, but I believe the covers that I will do are going to be more so back from when I was a little girl. If I find some songs that are in alignment with my moral beliefs, then I'll probably do some covers for those too. But I'll keep you guys updated on what's happening, what's going on. And like I said, people that want to join me, you're going to do yourself a favor, right? Because I have a higher frequency. So when I'm doing something or I'm saying something, it happens faster, right? So I want to get you guys in the same position to do the same thing too. All right. Thanks, you sweet people that have been kind and patient and encouraging for me. I appreciate you guys. And you other people, I already told y'all what it is and what it was. So just be ready, right? Hopefully you'll have better mannerisms if or when you come back to see me or anybody else on YouTube or social media coming to serve you. Do better. I know you were raised a little better. And if you weren't, if you're grown, you should know better. All right. Peace.